God. It's been so long. Center myself. Oh, he shows there. Hey everyone, it has been so long, too long. I apologize. Of course, I appreciate any of you guys who have stuck in there and are still subscribed or follow me, you know, on other social media platforms. Because I've gone through yet another hiatus. I think this is my third one on my channel, third or fourth. Not quite as long as my longest hiatus. I actually went a year of not posting. I think this is my fourth one. But anyway, this is... What is that? What the heck? Anyway, 2020 really took a toll on me. Now, if you're only interested in hearing certain parts, maybe I can timestamp sections below. I'm going to talk about 2020 a little bit, talk about 2021, talk about a new social media endeavor side hustle I've started that's actually been pretty successful, and then tell you what is coming up actually in 48 hours. I'm filming this July 28th, 2021. So, July 30th is a big day for me. But yeah, but if you only want to hear certain parts, I will put, like, the timestamps down in the description, okay? Alright, 2020. We all know what 2020, or what happened in 2020. A lot of different things happened in 2020. Some of you guys actually noticed last spring and summer my absence from social media. Especially between May, or for 3 months, May, June, and July. With everything that was going on in the world, I felt just my anxiety was going through the roof. I already suffer from social anxiety, believe it or not. And so, of course, with the pandemic going on, it just kind of made it worse. But at the same time, my life didn't really change because I've become such a recluse in the last 2 years, I would say. Really 3 years. Oh no, maybe 2 years. Some of you did notice my absence. And actually, to be perfectly frank, I've still been very absent from social media, still now. But I took a 3-month break because my aunt passed away from COVID at the end of May of 2020. And unfortunately, I know people who weren't taking it seriously. I know people who actually are conspiracy theorists who thought at that time that it was a hoax and stuff like that. And so I just could not take looking at any social media for like 3 months straight. So like I stopped. I was absent like on my Facebook, on my Twitter, my Snapchat, and my Instagram. And if any of you guys follow me on Instagram, I used to be like a daily poster. I mean, if you look at it, I have thousands of posts because I've had my Instagram since like 2012, 2013, something like that. But yeah, my aunt's death, me taking a social media break for like my anxiety and my mental health, caused me to reprioritize a lot of things. And just being very active on social media just took a back burner. I just really stopped caring. I'll be honest, I still don't care. I can't tell you the last time I've tweeted. That sounds ridiculous, but yeah, probably sometime in early 2020. And then if you look at my Instagram now, I used to be like a daily poster. Yeah, for 2021, well, one, I went 3 months straight of not posting anything last year. But 2021, I probably have less than 24 posts. So it's almost the end of July. That's like 7 months. That's roughly 210 days. Yeah, I have maybe 20 posts on my Instagram. And I started investing myself, or investing my time in things that were more important to me, you know? And of course, this channel did take a it did take a toll on this channel. I think I ended up uploading pretty abruptly last fall just because I wanted to get like my long overdue Dragon Con vlog uploaded, just so my friends and I, we could reminisce on it, since of course it was canceled last year. Side note, I have no idea if I'm going this year. I have the weekend pass, but honestly, do I feel comfortable going? No. But anyway, so that was like my mid to end 2020. In the month of December, the company I work for laid off thousands of people. And it was already warned that there were going to be more layoffs, that locations were going to close. Of course my camera had to die. And I was like, sorry if the angle's different. My camera died, and thankfully I've invested finally, after having this camera for like 3 years now, extra batteries. But anyway, so my anxiety was already like up here. Now my financial security question, my anxiety went to here. And like where I worked, we kind of had an inclination that our location was possibly going to close. And then sure enough, I think it was January 23rd, it was the last week of January, we got our notice that we were closing in less than 5 months, and there was a possibility that I was not going to have a job, and then I was going to get a severance package. So my anxiety was already up there. It shot up through the roof, through the sky. God, that was just such a stressful, sad month for a multitude of reasons. Where I worked with a great team. We had been together, or I had been at this location for like 5 years, and the company I've been working for it for 8. So I've bounced from location to location due to, you know, not meshing well with certain people, drama, things like that. But I finally found a group of people where we were all different ages, races, backgrounds, where we all got along. And a lot of us are friends outside of work. Like if you look at my most recent Dragon Con vlog, one of my now ex-coworkers, he's featured in that video. Mark, I miss you. But anyway, that was a very dark time period for me, where I got really depressed, really low, only because, I mean, thankfully I am a single woman with no kids, but I live with myself. I pay my own bills. I rely on myself, and then with everything that's going on in the world, I was like, oh my God, is now a good time to even be looking for a job, you know? For those of you who may not know, the last 3 years I've gotten really involved with cosplay, and so far I've mainly cosplayed as one Marvel character by the name of Silk. And so Silk has her own fan base, believe it or not. I'm very glad, very appreciative that she has her own fans. And so some of those people definitely noticed my absence on everything. And in the fall of 2020, the little seed was planted in my ear how I need to invest in something. You know, maybe with just my cosplay, maybe, you know, a private little thing for like special fans to have a direct link to me, you know, where they can get to know me better. I used to model in my younger days, so I have like over a decade's worth of modeling experience, shoots, all types of modeling and stuff like that. And so this may shock some of you, but on the day that I found out that I may not have a job in 5 months, I made an OnlyFans. It's not what you think though. No offense to anyone who uses it for, you know, sex work purposes. I applaud them. You make that paper. Since being on there, there's all types of things. People have podcasts, people vlog, people, you know, they have like cooking pages, travel changes, like camera equipment, how-to tutorials, stuff like that. And so for probably about a good 6 months, I've had people tell me, you should make an OnlyFans for Silk, you know. especially since I like kind of stopped posting everywhere, and I felt like it would have been just weird for me just to randomly start posting like cosplay stuff when my mind was not even in that, you know, that mindset. And so I did one. I think it was January either 23rd, 28th, something like that. And I DM'd all the people I knew that told me that if I would have made one, that they would support it, you know. And so it's out there. I'll throw the link up here. It'll be the top link in the description. If you would like to have a direct link to me, because I will admit that I don't always see my social media notifications, but my OnlyFans notifications I definitely do get, and I absolutely respond and answer questions and stuff like that. But I will link it. Of course, you don't have to. I will admit that it's the one social media platform since January that I've been posting on an almost daily basis. So typically my style lately has been just posting the stories since it deletes after 24 hours. But yeah, I actually thought, I've had some people tell me that they thought that I would be pretty successful with it. And believe it or not, I have been. It's been great. I think I'm in the top 30% of creators on the site right now, which is pretty amazing since I don't like do porn on there or anything like that. But I want to thank some of you who actually have already found it, because I have it linked privately in a public place, which is not going to make any sense. And I also want to thank those of you that did subscribe to it temporarily and may have unsubscribed for whatever personal reasons. I appreciate the support. I appreciate any future support. But I was literally grasping at straws thinking, oh my god, the livelihood I've had for the last 8 years, I may not have, so I did start that. Something else to add to my stress, a toxic ex. I'm not going to really talk too much about it because I don't want to like give him that much attention. That I hadn't seen in a decade suddenly reappeared in my life, trying to weasel his way back in. Thankfully I put a stop to that. So I had that going on. And then, I was technically the first person on my team that was offered a position, but it was offered at a location that doesn't really have like a stellar reputation amongst like employees and with some customers. I am the type of person that I feel like that I'm likable, that I'm adaptable. I'm also the type of person that likes to make my own first impressions with people, because I know everyone's different. People react to things differently. People take things differently. Some people are confrontational. Some people aren't. And so it was in February that I was actually offered the position. Of course, in less than 2 hours, I told my manager's manager that I would take it, just because I wanted a job come June. But kind of the build up to that stressed me out. And then of course the closing of the location I was working at, my team, all of us getting separated. Unfortunately, 3 of my teammates got displaced. The stress of that took a toll on my mental health. We had a few people that left the company altogether. Some who promoted themselves and actually moved across state lines. It was like my work family was being destroyed, which was very depressing for me. So I've been pretty sad this year. This year has really sucked. I mean, some good things have happened, but some bad things have happened too. And then, to add to that stress, pretty soon, this is not going to be my home anymore. It's funny because I think back almost, 8 years ago or 7 years ago, I did an empty apartment tour, which I can link up in the cards, when I first moved into this place and I got to look at it for the first time. Yeah. Now, I don't live in New York City, where a 500 square foot apartment is going to cost $1,500 bucks. But I live in a middle-sized town in the state that I live in. It's nothing like the capital of my state. But I feel like the standard of living is getting pretty ridiculously close. It was time for my my lease renewal. It's actually on September 1st. And I've come to find out that where I live has been bought out by a new company. I don't know anyone in the office. And they left a notice at my door that basically said if I wanted to still live here, my rent was going to go up $200. Now, I love this apartment. This apartment's, it's considered a luxury apartment. I love this apartment. I love the amenities. This gym is fantastic. It has like Peloton bikes and treadmills. It's a full 24-hour gym just for us residents. And this place has 3 pools and hot tubs and a car washing station, and we have a general store, like a grocery store, so you don't really have to leave the apartment area. So it's a really nice area. But I feel like for me being here for 7 years, the previous company promised me that I would always pay below market value, and the price that they were going to jack me up to September 1st was the market value price, which I refused to pay. I mean, $1,200 to some people, like in New York City or California, I mean, it's probably chump change. But in the southern state that I live in the type of city I live in, that is really high. Like, I might as well buy a house, and buy a big-ass house and have a mortgage or something. So I had that stress. Now, this was like June 25th, so this was like a month ago. And I literally had a week to decide whether or not I was going to stay and live here for $200 more every month, or find a new home and turn in a 60-day move-out notice. The first good news is I ended up finding a place. I actually get my keys in 2 days, in which I think I probably will do another empty apartment tour. It's a bigger place than this. This current apartment is like 1,070 square feet. It's a 1-bedroom, 1.5 bath. The apartment I'm moving to is roughly 1,420 square feet. And it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. It's in an older kind of residential area. So the place has a lot of character, like wood-burning fireplaces, actual hardwood floors, and just nice little accents. I am going to have to say goodbye to like the plethora of amenities that I have at this place. And my kitchen appliances were upgraded to like the really nice fancy smashy stainless steel, which I knew this apartment I'm moving to doesn't have that. But anyway, it's only $80 higher than what I'm paying now, but it's almost 50% bigger. And they offered an 18-month lease for me to lock in that price. And so, being a tourist, a person that doesn't really like change, that likes consistency, within a week I started working at a new location. Or no, at that point I've been working at my current location for a month. And found a new place to live, applied, got approved, and then turned in my move-out notice. August 31st will be my last day here. Of course, this apartment will be empty by then, in which I'll just spend the day cleaning and then turn in my keys and stuff. But yes, 2021 has been a lot of change for me. I have an OnlyFans. Never saw that coming. I'm going to be moving into a new place. Never saw that coming after being here for 7 years. And where I worked closed, moved on to another location that turned out to be not as bad as I thought it was going to be. But that's about to change too. I'm about to be reunited with 2 of my ex-teammates. I'm actually transferring to another location that's closer to, it's literally 3 miles away from my new apartment, a 6-minute drive. Next Monday. So 2021, you guys, you have an idea of like what my life has been for the past year. It's been very stressful, very chaotic. Almost too much to handle at some times. But that's why I've been absent on social media, and especially on YouTube, for which I apologize. Due to my current circumstances, I do plan on getting back into the swing of things. I do want to film like a move out / move in, you know, or at least an empty apartment tour for you guys. Since some of you out there are people that I know in real life who would like to see what my new home is going to be. But anyway, this is about all that I have to say. Yeah, this video is probably going to be excessively too long to be a live/channel update. I originally wanted to do this at the beginning of a gaming video, because that's the next video I'm going to film, me continuing to play that game that I started a year ago, which is really sad. The Walking Dead game, but I felt like this was going to be like very long-winded, and people might land on that, might actually want to watch gameplay. So, decided to do this separately. But anyway, I want to say thank you to all of you guys that have stuck around. Any new subscribers, I appreciate it. We're just gonna see what the rest of 2021 has in store for me. Any other curveballs? I'm changing jobs twice, moving out of a place I've lived in for 7 years. Man, oh, and I have a new car. That happened in the fall of last year. I finally traded in my 11-year-old car and upgraded to a much nicer one. But anyway, a lot of change. Oh, something else personal about me. If you follow me on social media, you know that I've been like on a health and wellness kick. New plan called Center. It's actually Chris Hemsworth health and wellness plan the past year. It's worked very well for me. I don't run anymore. I eat so much healthier now. I've lost in the span of 5 months, I lost 17 pounds. So that's a positive change. I can say that's happened within the past year. But anyway, I think this is it. I think that's all that I have to share right now. Of course, what I said in my last channel update, I still wanted to to upload. I still teach on the side with VIP Kit. Of course, I don't teach as much as I used to, but I still do teach. But I still plan on doing videos pertaining to that, and then getting back into the regular content. There may be some changes with my channel, maybe not as many unboxings as you used to see. Definitely no more beauty unboxings. I've been done with that for a while. But yeah, thank you for still being a part of my random family. And again, if you would like to show your support, but also have a direct link to me and get to know me a little bit better, again, I will have my OnlyFans linked down below. Of course, you don't have to subscribe to it. As of right now, everyone that's subscribed to it are people that I know in real life. So this is actually me for the first time publicly advertising it. So you'll see what happens, folks. But anyway, this is all I'm going to say. I don't remember what my outro was. But let me try. Again, this is Rose. Thank you so much for listening to me. Thank you so much for watching this crap. All my social media things that are active will be linked down below. I've actually deactivated some things, by the way, like my Facebook fan page. Deactivated that. But if you have any comments, questions, concerns, leave them down below. I'm not going to really say if you found this video helpful or entertaining, then give it a thumbs up, because I don't know how this video could really be helpful or entertaining. But anyway, until next time, I may not be here per se. I may be in I should be in a completely different home. So that might be when you see me next. I don't know. Don't know if I'm gonna get to the gaming video in this old apartment. That may wait till I get to my new place. But anyway, let me go. I've told you guys long enough. Thank you, and I will hopefully be seeing you soon. Bye, everybody.